Welcome to 806 HSSC TV. I'm Jason Pearson, right along with Victor Hatchett, my cohort partner. We're going to do this week a little different. We're going to preview all districts in different segments, so that way you can watch whatever district that pertains to you and your family, your kids, or your alumni. That way you can really tune in. We're going to do this for the rest of the season. And starting next week, we'll go back and recap and do Elite Eights and stuff like that. But right now, we're going to focus on districts. Season 1 is over. So we weren't going to talk about Season 1. This is Season 2. This is what counts now. These 4 or 5 games that you have in district determines where you go to playoffs. Whether you go home, you're seeding, you go big school, small school. You know, it's a lot of stuff to keep up with, but make sure to get our mobile app. You know, it's in the iTunes store. It's also in Google Play. Just search 806. It comes right up. We'll have all the standings, district standings, playoffs. Whenever they announce the playoffs, times, and locations, that'll be big because it'll be round the app for you to have. So, Victor, let's start with the big district, District 2-3A. This was probably the most heralded district with all the, UIL realignments came out. You got SHALLOWATER, BROWNFIELD, KERMIT, SLATON, TORNILLO, and Denver City. Woo! What a district right here, man. Besides Tornillo, we haven't seen them at all. I haven't seen too much of them, but some teams will. They're going to have to travel 6-7 hours to get to the game. Denver City, that's a 7.5-hour drive. And BROWNFIELD will also have to make that drive this year. So I hope everybody's safe, on that way. Exactly. So, Vic, give us a recap of this district. What are you thinking about in this district?
Man, a real competitive district. Each team, it's going to be interesting to see who come out on that district. BROWNFIELD's playing good ball. SLATON's playing good ball. Denver City's playing good ball. SHALLOWATER's playing good ball. All those teams are real good football teams.
Yeah.
So it's going to be real interesting to see who want to fight and have it at the top.
And it's going to be, I call this district top heavy. I really think this is going to come down to SHALLOWATER and Denver City. SHALLOWATER has, transcended, admirably to me, to replacing Jared Black and Wes McCutcheon with Chris Contreras and Cooper Ogle. Connor Smith is also doing great at wide receiver. So they'll be great. They start off with Kermit. I think they're going to beat Kermit. Kermit's going to be good, just not this year. So SHALLOWATER beat them. The game that I'm really, looking at for this district this week is Denver City and BROWNFIELD. What do you think about that game at BROWNFIELD?
Hey, I'm going to tell all the parents and all the fans and all of them now out there, y'all better go see it because it's going to be something to see. BROWNFIELD is starting to kind of catch on and get better. And Denver City's rep. They work real hard and play real hard. So I'm going to just say whoever can let the chips fall where they may, man, and see how that game go.
Denver City took a loss to Levelland 36-0.
Yeah.
And then had a week off to think about that loss. So they'll be ready to play, but they're facing Jordan Dips, who leads all Lubbock, Texas receivers in receiving yards. Mm-hmm. So Denver City will be tested in the secondary. I don't know if they'll be ready for it. We will be there live to see if they're ready for that. SLATON, Coach Terry, I think they'll be fine. Tornillo, we haven't heard much of them. Kermit, they're just getting better. We'll get to see them a little bit more as district play, unfolds. So let's go ahead and get to it. Who wins the district, Vic?
I'm gonna go with the SHALLOWATER Mustang.
SHALLOWATER?
Yeah, considering where they came from last year in that tough district with Lubbock Cooper and Lubbock Estacado. Having that, I know they're young. But, they got a great coach.
Yeah,
He seems like his team is buying into what he's selling. So that's my prediction for that district. I believe the SHALLOWATER Mustangs get it done in District 2-3A.
I'm looking at Denver City. What I'm really looking at, to be honest, is that game when Denver City travels to SHALLOWATER. That may decide the district.
Yeah.
BROWNFIELD's almost there. They're young, so they'll be great next year in this district and will contend. So we come back on 806 HSSC TV. We'll be previewing another district. Getting real gritty and getting into it on this good Sunday afternoon. Jason Pierce, Victor Hatchett. We'll be right back.